Hello and welcome to the TheMediaHoundsShow. My name's Andrew, thanks for tuning in, and welcome back to another episode of, well, I'm not really sure of what, but we were working out Ash's Pokemon team. So I've done a bit of work between shooting, but as of yet, we'll go over what we know so far. Hopefully these episodes aren't too long, but there's a lot of information to cover. And if you can't be bothered watching it the whole time, you can put it on in the background and we'll just keep going, treat it as a podcast. So far, from what we know, from watching up to episode 10, I believe, is we have Ash, he's 10, obviously. He's seen 15 Pokemon registered anyway. That is Pokemon he's taken the Pokédex out and scanned, not Pokemon he himself has seen. He has to actually utilize, so he has to actually utilize the Pokédex to figure it out. Now he's caught 6. No thank you, computer. We know he's caught 6, so we do. Now remember, we're using game logic here, so he doesn't have 6 on hand, he has 4, but he has captured 6 Pokemon. Those being Pikachu, Caterpie, Metapod, Butterfree, Pidgeotto, and Bulbasaur. Now we also have a bit more detail in. Let's take this up a notch. He's had 9 wild Pokemon encounters. Doesn't seem like a lot, to be honest. Most of us have beat that the first time we go into Route 1. Oh well. We have 19 trainer battles, so he's had plenty of them, and 3 gym battles. So far he has obtained, I believe, let's see, I didn't update that. He has the Cascade badge, so he does. Now, how did he fight in 3 battles is easy. He's fought Brock twice, that's 2 gym battles. We're just chalking up his experience here, you know, showcase how strong he should be. Let's play that in the background for me. There we go. And let's see. So that means that he's done what, a total of 31 battles in his career. Now out of them battles, now this is the different bit. I'm only counting wins against other trainers and gyms. Specifically trainer battles, for counting up his wins and losses, because they're the only really official ones that count. So we have here 18 wins, 2 losses, and 3 draws. Just double check. Yep, it's recording. That's cool. Now we are chalking up what he's carrying in his possession, but that's just to showcase off that as much hassle we give Ash, he's kind of a beast when it comes to lifting. He definitely does not skip gym day. He can't, it's his whole career. Now, next up is the Pokédex. Take a seat here. Now I do have up to Hoenn inputted in here, but we're not that far on. We are specifically only interested, maybe too far. We are only really interested in Kanto at the minute. So far, so what I'm keeping track of here is how many Pokemon he's seen in general. So, don't ask me again, it's fine. So the question comes, like, the reason I'm doing that is just to showcase how much knowledge Ash should have at this point in time about a specific Pokemon. As you can see, he's seen over 100 Beedrill. But in the Viridian Forest, swarm after swarm have nearly 50 Beedrills apiece. So he scanned that and seen that. These here ones in green are the Pokemon he possesses. So we have Pikachu, who at this point, at episode 10, is level 20. We estimate that he has a bold nature. We've estimated his basic attacks at the minute, and that's his basic stats, his overall EVs and IVs. Overall, this is a pretty standard Pikachu. Not really much going on yet, but it is early in Ash's career, and we do have several more episodes. I think in the first season there's like, what, 84, so we'll see. We have Butterfree, who's level 13. There's its basic attacks there. Now, the abilities are a bit subjective in the anime. I think Pokemon show traits of all their abilities, but too specific, we're picking the most common one. Pidgeotto's level 12. It is actually, I believe, it's actually Ash's weakest Pokemon, which it might be hard to believe, but it's true. It is used the least amount of times, but we will keep track of it and we will try and keep up with it. And we have, of course, Bulbasaur, his most recent addition to his team since the last episode. Now, between episodes, you may have noticed there's a load more. I've been doing other trainers, so we've also got Brock calculated in. We're working out basics for him. It's just to get a general idea of the world Ash is traveling with his friends. If they were in the game traveling, play by game rules, how well would they really do? So far, Brock's been in 2 gym battles, which is against Ash. They still count, and he's been in 4 trainer battles. It also showcases how much they utilized other characters. I know Ash is the main, but Brock and Misty were the main support. But Brock has won every fight he's been in so far, so he's doing well. We've got his items. Now we have Onyx here, who we've estimated at level 15 because of the gym. Geodude is leveled up a wee bit since I had to go back over several times to Goodbye Sea Cleaner, several times over the episodes just to map it out, so I've done that. Now you may notice here, I've worked out this is just averages to their stats. This is sort of my calculation to them. I take the highest and the lowest and I just work out the average, but there's probably a better way of doing it, but that's it. And then we have a Zubat, level 12, and there's its attacks. Let's see, let's put them back to their main pages. Yep. Next up we have Misty, the water Pokemon trainer, and we have her Pokemon team: Staryu, Goldeen, Starmie. But does anyone else notice Starmie's just becoming a glorified TM or HM slave? Yeah, that's why it lost to even Pidgeotto. Now let's go over this. She's had 3 Pokemon encounters, 1 trainer battle and 1 gym battle. She's lost 1 match and drew the other. Let's see. Yeah, that's about right. So she's sort of hot-headed with all that. Don't need to worry about the bag there. We have her Staryu, level 11. Her Goldeen's level 10. Now, I don't know why she bothers with it in the first episode, but she does. Sorry, second episode. Then we have Starmie. Now, at the minute, Starmie's the most powerful just because it's evolved, but that doesn't really mean much. Next up, we are going on to the next set. We have Jessie. Now I'm going to keep track of Team Rocket because basically they're like the reverse ideology of Ash's team. The 3 main heroes, the 3 main antagonists. I've also estimated ages here, so you know what we have right here, which is her battle record at the minute: 37 Pokemon encounters, 6 trainer battles. In total, she's had about 43 fights on screen, 2 wins and 5 losses. So far, she is had the most victories out of the 3 members of Team Rocket, and her Ekans is about level 15 at this point. So next up is, of course, James. He's a bit younger and more inexperienced than Jessie, and not had as many fights so far, but he's lost everything he's shown up in. And his Coughing is level 14, but at this point Coughing's pretty strong. That's why usually in the games you don't actually see a Coughing to lay it on when your Pokemon are a bit better developed. Now, James and Jessie actually have a good combo going on, where James is the distraction, the smoke, and Jessie will strike. So that's why it's not so important at the minute that James has great battlers. And finally, the hardest one to work out was Meowth, the weakest member of Team Rocket. Now, I'm treating it as both its own trainer and its own Pokemon, so that's why it's a wee bit more cluttered here, but you can basically see what's going on. It's level 10. It's pretty basic. He only has 3 attacks in his lifetime, which it already is demonstrated. And he's lost every fight he's been in. So we'll keep track of Meowth, but these are the 6 main ones at the minute. We'll primarily focus on Ash. I'll probably touch up the others as we go along, but at the minute we've got this. Now, last time we left off, we caught Bulbasaur, and it's only taken, what, 10 minutes to go over that. Whee! At the minute, let's see, he will be, I know I'm using a YouTube video, but should be fine. All reference to this specific video goes to Fun Time Today, but also all rights go to Pokemon, the creators, etc, etc, etc. You know the rest. I don't claim it as my own. This is just a for fun, in-depth exploration of Ash. This episode, though, is all about them being lost on the way to Vermilion City and Charmander, which will become Ash's newest Pokemon at some point. But as we know, we're going to go through the thing slowly. So let's see. You see, I've only finished tidying it up, so we're going to keep going. We'll load you to every Pokemon ever. This is a really good website, by the way, if you want to have general Pokemon knowledge and build up team and such. And we're looking at Charmander today. Pokemon EXP. Let's see. We also need this up just so we can keep track. Now we're just so Ash doesn't really fight it at this point. In fact, they just head to the Pokemon Center, general talk, and then Damien, the generic English guy. Okay, so we have Charmander in the rain. So what I am going to do here is we're going to put Charmander to level 10. We should work out what Charmander is. We're going to estimate that it's starting at level 10. Now Damien does refer to it being weak, but and now we gotta be careful with the nature, because we do know that Charizard's nature is different from Charmander's. We could just go to Bulbapedia. It's always a good site for knowledge, but we will take it with a pinch of salt here. As we load it up, we are looking for Ash. I don't think I need anime. Yeah, there he is. Satoshi. To your Pokemon. There's your Charizard. And is there a nature written in at all? To be honest, Charmander's always been timid, but when it evolves, it sort of sheds that trait, which raises many questions. Do Pokemon in the show lose certain bits? So that's cool. So far we have all the Charmander's attacks, which aren't really that important yet. Now we're putting it at level 10, and we know that Charmander from this is a medium slow, which means we can look at the medium slow angle, which is 560. Let's see. So what, you would have had to gain that much to be at this level, and you need to gain what, this much to level up. So we know it's going to be Blaze because it's very basic. Now stats and IVs. We'll load up Brock's Pokemon here for a sec. This is how I calculated it before. We are just going to use basics. It'd be too complicated to work out otherwise. So we want to do that. You can see everything. That's fine. And we will take a look here. Charmander, level 10, 0. And we'll go down your weakest, which is 27. 15, as you see I already have the sum codes in, so not so much work to do. 18, and then the best you got 21, 18, 20. The last option of them is the one where we're working out here. 18 and 30. So we're just going to assume this is as good as we get. And as you can see, my table is already starting to take shape for Charmander in the most basic way. There we go. Don't need that anymore. Now, we really do need to work out a nature for Charmander. We'll go to Bulbapedia again. It's just Bulbapedia has it laid out a little easier as we think about this. Adamant, Naughty, and to be honest, Ash is... See, the problem with the show is all the Pokemon on display these things. Sassy. Ash does say in the movie that when use your speed, not power, and you'll win. But I doubt it has a timid nature like that. See, I'd pin it down to being either Adamant, Naughty, or Rash with its decisions. I'm gonna go with Rash just because it seems the most appropriate. So we got Rash in. It's also really handy to learn how to use this. XL it is. It seems the Rash is probably gonna need that bigger. So we're gonna need special. Let's see. Defense and special attack. There we go, which is probably why it did better. And then there we go. So now we know it's Rash, so let's try and work out IV calculator. Yep. So we know it's a Charmander. We know it's level, well, we estimate level 10. There is no EVs in there at the minute that we need to work around, so we know it is Rash. We have 29, 17, 15. I know I'm going to have to change these because I didn't factor in the ability, but oh, none of that speed, please. Submit, and there we go. So special defense needs to come down, but I don't think it's down by that much. There we go. So we can work out that your IVs. Let's see. We also need Pikachu. So it'll find there, down to 0. So your IVs. We're always going to go highest for the heroes here. You can disagree if you like, it's okay. It's just to make it quicker. So where we go? General IVs. So we have Damien acting like a tough guy. Nurse Joy with her awkward skirt standing above them. This shouldn't be used in proper fights, but you know, it's not what every Pokemon battle ever is. And we have the free Spearow. So technically this is a fight. So what we need now is to duplicate this and load up Spearow's PA. Ooh, I spelled that wrong. Spearowy, which gives speed, so that's free speed stats. Now Charmander doesn't win this. In fact, it's rescued for a run. So what? That's stat calculator. Wild. And Spearow can't be that strong. So what? Level 7. Charmander's not traded. So we divide what? So what? That's 58 divide 2, and then I want to throw in a bracket because we're gonna then multiply that by 3, and we get about 87. So what leaves you at 95 equals that plus this. Excel is very handy and a good tool to learn when you're working around this stuff. Here we go, and not just for Pokemon but for anything. I think by the end of this I'm going to compare my Pokemon Let's Plays to it, just to see how I stack against Ash. So there's Charmander in, and there's his first bit of experience. Now I know technically I'm cheating, but in the anime they are living creatures, so they're bound to get some experience. Charmander is rescued. Charmander is running away. Team Rocket, dressed as aliens. Now Charmander does chase off Meowth. It's not technically a Pokemon fight, but it's still a Pokemon, so, and it's still a win for it. So let's work this out. Another speed. We gotta keep track. 512, I want to say, is the limit there. They run off. Charmander chases off that, and Ash catches Charmander. So we need to tab you green. Making now Charmander the weakest one Ash has. I don't believe there's any other fights here. So we're instantly on to Squirtle Squad. Up. We're keeping to fun time at the minute, it's just handier. In the next video I'll have everything set up hopefully again. Oh. Nope. So we have Squirtle. Okay. So we have Ash now using its head with his Pokedex. He is, oh yeah, he has seen one Charmander and and 1, and Squirtle has seen 5. He's scanned it once, and well, we know he'll catch it. Copy you across just so we keep ahead of ourselves. V. So Ash's team's starting to become pretty balanced. His original team is quite balanced. It's not very effective, but it's balanced. So here we go. We have Squirtle being scanned. Pikachu saps one of them, so that's a fight. So we'll use this one just to work that out. Squirtle. Should be a defense, yeah. Actually up to 8. And you knocked out a Squirtle, and I'm going to estimate the level 10 because of Pokemon Yellow. Not that I really can base it off anything, but sure. So what? Level 10. Squirtle. It's wild. Pikachu shocked it. 94. So what equals that? Take away 94. 1008. Plus 94, 9 using 5, best to keep track. Cool. So the Squirtle's been defeated, next showdown, but they run. Find out Squirtle run rampant. Find out Squirtle trick Team Rocket. So we have Squirtle attack Pikachu. Pikachu loses this one, so half the experience. So what equals 94 divided by 2. equals, let's take away this, 961 equals this plus 47, 9, it's over 9,000. Yep, 9,000. Pikachu attacks, falls in, and Goldeen shows up. So we're just gonna keep to the fact that it's probably level 10 as well, for simplicity. To be honest, they did kind of one-shot Pikachu. I know I could be using this to work out the damage, but at the minute, try to keep it as minimum. So Pokemon number 4 is that. Pokemon number 5. Let's input you. Charmander. You are level 10. Well, we know you have Scratch and Flamethrower and Ember. I want to say. You are Rash 21, 25, 23, 19, 31. 29. So yeah, Charmander's Flamethrower does do a lot of damage, but you are easily beaten by Team Rocket. Right, Goldeen. That's an attack EV to Pikachu again. Pikachu really does have most of the experience. And it's a loss to Goldeen. Oh, Goldeen actually gives off quite a bit of experience. Equals 158 divided by 2 equals this. Take away that. Idiot. Equals this plus 79. Equals 9,101. Delete that. Save because I know what the computers are like. So Pikachu at this point is incapacitated. Squirtles capture them. Ash goes running, gets attacked for that. Team Rocket go. So Ash saves Squirtle. And we're going to count this as the point where Ash catches Squirtle. It's probably at this point that Squirtle decided on that. So let's take a look. So that's 8 Pokemon now. Now in the anime, at some point with Bill's Lighthouse, it treats it like Ash has only managed to... Let's see, we know it's got Tackle... Oh. Why did I write it in capitals? Okay. So we know it has Tackle, Withdraw, Water, Gun. I don't really think it has any other attacks at the minute. We'll work out Squirtle in a sec. Or maybe we should work out now. Bulbasaur, what are you doing back there, you little creep? Copy. And paste in Pokemon number number 6. So Ash now has his full team, which is pretty basic. We have registered in there. Now, let's see. Squirtle's kind of brave, so let's start working out Squirtle here. Squirtle. I don't think you can give me much, so level 1 Squirtle. No, your medium's low too, so what? That's 560, 182. Torrent ability. Nature-wise, you are definitely brave, because it's a firefighter. Add a comment. So, attack. Plus. Speed. Not so much. Now let's work out these stats. So, Brock. I'm gonna copy that. I think for this thing of simplicity, thank you, Brock. We're gonna close down everyone else's. So, don't need Jess or GMs. Don't need Jesse. You need Ash open. Don't need Meowth at the minute. Yeah, save it. And we don't need Misty yet. Yep. Next up, we're going to Squirtle. So we've estimated. There we go. Ice is back. Going crazy. We've estimated level 10, so from that we should be able to come up with a fair guess. So your general stats is 30, 16, 20, 17, 19, 15. Cool. Now for the IVs, which would be here. And that's for Squirtle. Level 10. We are brave. And that is 30, 16, 20, which is pretty decent defense. 19, 15. Submit. And I have to lower down your speed, but that's fine. Ash's Squirtle was never that fast anyway. Oh, computer, stop freezing. IV-wise, 21, 13, 29, 29, 21, 31. And we need the total thing. You guys are in. Cool. So, we now have Squirtle. They put out the fire, but I don't really know. Would you count that as experience? We shall knock 100 points off just out of generosity for doing all that. You're now stronger, Squirtle. And we're going to Mystery at the Lighthouse, where we now meet Bill. Of the lighthouse. Ah, so this is the one where he catches a new Pokemon then? Cool. So, no surprises for who's coming in next. It's Krabby. Select that. Oh, let's freeze that. That, click enter, there we go. Click that, click that, click that, click that, almost dead. There we go. So we're going for all Ash's Pokemon. Ah yes, this fight with Krabby. Now it was referred to as a pretty shrimpy looking Krabby. Let's go. Damn flies around. Right, let's see. Right, we switched over to my video player, it'll just be quicker. So we know Krabby fought. There we go, that's a cool image. We know Krabby fought well. So, what would you estimate it? Let's work it out. We know he's caught it anyway. And we also know he used his Pokedex, so let's work that one out. It's kind of interesting working on this though, it really gives a better insight. He's seen one, scanned it and caught it. It really lets you see how Ash works in his world. So Krabby's caught but he won't get to, no, I don't want to protect it. Krabby's caught but he doesn't get to use it, so mark it down as a different colored green. Yeah, that's fine. Red can be for released. Well, what's the lowest level Krabby? We will go with Pokemon Red. Slow internet. Interesting, but not what I'm looking. So what? I assume it's going to be level 20 then, maybe? Because it did use Vice Grip. It can use Bubble, probably could use Harden. Personality wise, didn't really have one. It is definitely maybe a bit more hardy than anything. Not really, so we don't really need the thing. Which reminds me, we also need to update that, just so we can get a better picture of what way Ash's team looks. And we're actually just looking at this for Pokemon battles. Wait, why is Bulbasaur grass not? It should be Growl. We'll look at it at a different time. Maybe this will ease it up. Okay, Krabby, you are a medium. So, yeah, it's either medium fast or medium slow. putting you to level 20. So you have 8,000. And you need 1,261 to work out how much you need. Put you to level 20, so try not to disappoint. Go back, 20, go. Yeah. There we go. There's Squirtle's thingy. We need it for Krabby. Let's see. So what? 42, 47, 41, 15, 15, 25, 31, 21, 27, 53, 48. And we have your stats as 45. Making you Ash's strongest Pokemon. Also forgot to kind of in the Pokemon encounters. There's a simpler way to track this. Equals overall scene. That should be encounters. Yeah, that'll do. Krabby. Let's work out your IVs. You never fought a Pokemon, so you don't need to worry. 20. Krabby. 45. 50. 44. 18. 28. And I think I gave you a hardy nature, so across the board 19. You might be Ash's most average Pokemon. So, let's see. But you're the best attacker, so you know, you have that. Let's throw in Squirtle into here. Which is brave. Level 10 as well. Tackle. Water gun. Lift drop. Bead spread. So, we have the gist. So, let's see. Krabby's been captured. It's now with Oak. And Ash's 9 Pokemon. And 2 badges. So, captured it, get transferred. Goes to there, talks. So an interesting theory I've once heard now of the giant Dragonite. It didn't really sound properly like a Dragonite. In a couple of episodes time, spoilers by the way, they head to a giant Pokemon island where mechanical Pokemon roam. This could be a lost Pokemon from the mechanical island looking to find its way back. And technically, Ash, you may not have recognized it, but that is definitely a Dragonite. 387 Pokemon. So with that, we know we need to go to the next one, which is Electric Shock Showdown. We know he's arrived at Vermilion City. They're exhausted. Misty teases him. They meet Surge, and first Raichu seen and scanned. And this is another gym fight for Ash, bringing it up to 4. And Pikachu's going up against a Raichu. Now Surge's Raichu's like level 24 in the game. Raichu, let's assume it's 24. It only has electric moves, so there's the Thunder Shock, Thunder, Bolt, Thunder. Oh, come on. Here we go. Yeah. So there we go, by level 24. Raichu, only Pikachu was used. Oh. So what? Pikachu gets half of it by my rolls, so what? 627 divided by 2. Round it up, because I really prefer to work that way, equals up, take away, down. So that is 9451, and this is 5969. So yeah, as of now, Pikachu has got its ass kicked, and you fought a Raichu. So what EVs does a Raichu give up? I think it's like speed and special. Although I'm not offhand 100% sure on that one. Free speed. Did anyone wonder why Ash's Pikachu is so quick? Do a quick save. So Ash gets royalty screwed. Pikachu has the whole amendment, and Ash now has a Thunderstone. Also, another reason to keep track of his bag is it lets us see what Ash has that he doesn't actually use. Team Rocket's Cheer Squad, the fight against Raichu, so Gym Battle number 5, and we also forgot to chalk in his loss there. So let's see, Pikachu fights Raichu again, there's 79, and Pikachu wins, which is gonna be annoying to work out. Yeah, Pikachu's level 20. That's just Pikachu. I'm pretty sure I put it to medium fast. It should keep better track of that. According to this, he should have leveled up, but whatever. We'll work from it now. So, what? Equals -627. plus that plus 1, 3, 8, 7. So what? 1, 3, 2, 9. Did you not register the D? Then equals that plus 6, 2, 7. Now the numbers are getting preposterous. Let's comma that one. And Pikachu leveled up to 21 here. Now I know I've made a mistake somewhere, but I can't really be bothered fixing that. Pikachu, you're now level 21. Your current setup is as follows: 29, and the rest are 31. Your current EV spread is 5. You are a bull, Pikachu. And your next set of stat-ups. So, now we'll have a pretty fast Pikachu with a lot of health. Pretty balanced everywhere else. Cool. And that ends there. That's what, 19 wins now. Yep, next up is battle aboard the St. Anne. We'll work it out, and I think I'm going to call it quits on episode 15 here. Oh, want to not get the copyright there. Going in, Team Rocket, Trick, Giovanni's introduction, and let's see, there's a lot of Pokemon here. The Raticate for a high jump kick. Show off on its Butterfree versus the Raticate. So we'll just, in goes the Raticate. Technically you've seen 2 more Charmander and Squirtle. But whatever. He's using Butterfree. Now Butterfree beats this thing, so it can't be that strong. So we'll call what? Butterfree, say level 15. And now Butterfree's about to level up. Yippee. Let's see. Butterfree. Load, please. You're a medium, so you're level 13. I feel like I don't know. Oh well. You're level 13, so let's see. 300 and what? Sorry. 372. Let's close down that one. So what? 372. What's that? Plus 372. 267. Right, and you're now level 14, Butterfree. Also, Rowdy can't give off speed IVs, I know that much. Speeds. So, sorry about that, I got a call. Let's see, 44. I went ahead and was typing on as I was going just to save time. 32, 31. Not much of a boost there, Butterfree, but you are sitting a lot stronger than you were. Lot more fights in this one, and for now guys, it's been an hour's recording session there. We've kept up pretty well there. I'll probably go off screen and tidy up here for a bit, this stuff, but we've worked out this much. I'm going to continue the episode next time. Anyway, my name is Andrew, this has been the Media Hound Show. Thanks for tuning in, we appreciate the support, and see you next time when we continue to discuss Ash's Pokemon, their levels, stats, etc. And once we're finished working that out, we'll actually try testing them in something maybe like, I don't know, what's it called, Pokemon Online, Showdown, that's it, Pokemon Showdown. We'll probably get our asses kicked so badly, but we'll see. Right, see ya.